Use this time right now to lock in. Lock in with yourself, lock in with God, get your finances in order, audit everything you've spent on in the last 30 to 60 days. I know it's tough. I was in denial, but denial is a river in Egypt. And I'm not in Egypt. I'm in San Francisco. And I sat down in this chair because I've been locked in all summer. I already went to Beyonce. I already went to Japan. Like, I'm good. It's lock-in season. Got my money in order. Am I where I want to be, where I need to be? No, not yet though. I'm very optimistic. I'm very focused right now because I'm switching careers. And I switch my office around again, guys. I can't help it. I keep doing it almost every other weekend. I think it's like a coping mechanism for me. But being self-employed, I'm responsible fully for me. I don't have anyone telling me when to wake up. I don't have anyone telling me when I'm going to get paid. I don't have anyone telling me, here's more business. Like, no, I have to go out there. I'm fishing every single day. I should start fishing in real life and then start a Twitch channel. See, I'm always thinking about different ideas. But I finally just ate dinner, so my energy is up right now. So I want to capitalize on this energy and momentum to speak life into you all, because right now, economically, times are changing. Let's just be real. Regardless of who you support, this is the time to lock in right now, because a lot of what we once knew is no longer going to exist. And if you're below a certain income threshold, it's definitely not going to be in your favor. I'm just being honest. And that's not to be, to fearmonger or a scare tactic. I'm just being honest. I work in the real estate industry, so I've seen the ebbs and flows, ups and downs. Right now, there's a little bit of an uptick in sales. And there's a lot of people finally, closing deals where I'm at here in the city. But prior to that, it was a desert. And I just feel like this fall is going to be very similar to that, to where a lot of deals either fall out of contract, people aren't able to afford to buy, people are just going to focus on renting instead of buying. So not to just be stuck on what everyone else is doing, let's bring it back to what we are going to do, okay? So yes, sit with your finances. It is an emotional roller coaster, because I didn't think that was something I needed to do, because I was like, well, I'm not making that much money, so it's not like I'm spending hella money. But when I did go to Beyonce, when I did travel to LA to do that, when I did other things prior, earlier that year, I realized that that's money that I made available to myself for fun, which is great. But then the next coming months, I was catching up. I was recouping, what I spent. Was it worth it? Yes, absolutely. Still, go have fun. But when you treat yourself, make sure it's worth it. Like right now, I've narrowed down exactly where my fun exists. That's, if I get another opportunity to see Beyonce, I'm going to go. If not, I'm good. If I have an opportunity to go to more Valkyries games, I'm going to go. If I have an opportunity to buy a car, I'm going to buy a car, right? But I have to have my priorities in check and be disciplined in that, and really do that work, that in-between junk that I tend to avoid. Earlier today, the last 24 hours, 48 hours, I was debating on scheduling a discovery call with a coach that I've been wanting to work with, but I can't afford her price right now. And it's been messing with me mentally, because the discovery call is free. And I offer free discovery calls for my coaching business. And I'm always wondering, like, why aren't people taking the calls? Like, it's free, right? What I went through in the last 48 hours before I finally booked that free discovery call was one of the most dizziest of spirals I've gone down in a long time. I, at first, was eager, right? I had the idea. I was like, yes, I'm pumped. I'm going to make this call. I've been, ask God, like, if I could work with, any of these 5 people, I would love to do so. But then it exposed something in me that I wasn't privy to until I met the moment. And it was that I wasn't ready for the moment to be coached by this person financially. But that's assuming that if I take the meeting and then we get to the end of it and I say, sorry, I know I got you all hyped up. and I'm all hyped up, but I can't afford to work with you. And then that leads to disappointment, that leads to rejection, that leads to like all just the sadness and anger. And in the past, what I would do is I would, instead of making a plan to afford them the next go around, I would just give up. And then when I met with the moment again, i.e. today, to work with this coach, I'm not ready. So when I say it's time to lock in, you know, like Sugar Free said, stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. This is that time to just scale back, take a pause. Then you can pivot. And then as you pivot, then you pursue. But right now, this is a time to start fresh. I'm not saying take away your joys, take away your pleasures, but it might be time to just decrease them a little bit, create you a little nest egg. That's what I'm working on. I spent all my savings last year to just survive and regroup because I wasn't happy with my career. And now I'm in the season of rebuilding, renewal. I've talked about this on this channel previously. I didn't even know what I was going to talk about on this vlog, but if you're watching this, thank you. I'm really just speaking from the heart and experience because I want to set myself up, even at 41. It's not too late to save. It's not too late to start over. I got off of the phone with creditors today. I got off the phone with a credit card counselor. I am going to City Hall to finish, to face possibly a huge tax bill mistake that I might have made when I first started my business. More on that later. Put a pin in it. But I would rather deal with that now and get a clear understanding. And I was telling them, I was like, I don't have the money today, but I just want to know where I'm at in terms of possible delinquency, you know, my credit standing, credit report history, all of that, right? So I can move forward and not lose sleep over stressing, like, are they going to come get me? Am I going to get sued? Are they going to garnish my wages? And I don't have wages to garnish, so I'm not worried about that. And I got God. I've been walking and working with God this whole process. God is my boss. I'll tell you that much. I need to talk to you guys about how my walk of faith has been as well. But we're going to do that, another pin in a different conversation. But fully surrendering to this process has been a big test, but it's worth it because I could sleep better, not stressing like I'm constantly being chased or I'm constantly like missing deadlines. Like, no, I owned up to my mistakes. I'm facing whoever I owe or whoever I hurt or whoever I whatever. And then I'm going from there. That's all I can do. So let's lock in together moving forward. I have some other ideas and projects in mind that I want to work on, but stick with me. Just stick with me through this process. It's not too late to start over, even in your 40s, okay? 50s, 30s, 20s. Like, we're still young. Give yourself an opportunity to have peace of mind. That's the greatest gift in life. To be able to sleep without being stressed. Like, money is just a resource. I've had moments in my life where I had a lot of it. I have moments in my life where I had none. I'm in extreme debt right now. This is probably the most relaxed, chill, joyful I've ever felt because I trust God. And I know that I'm willing to put in the work and make the sacrifices, even if it means that I don't travel the rest of the year or I can't buy new clothes or I can't get a haircut. I haven't had a haircut since last year, I think. Or, you know, quitting drinking so I could focus on myself, so I could really hear God's voice. I can hear God's voice, but when I'm piling stuff on top of it, like this mess behind me right now, I'm gonna do a live stream for that. But anyway, when I'm piling stuff on top of everything else I have to do, it makes it more difficult to be intimate with God and hear God's voice and God's direction and guidance, let alone my own thoughts and ideas and feelings and emotions and reactions. Had I not spent this morning in bed right when I woke up in my journal, as soon as I got up, because I was stressed, I was like, damn, I never made that, discovery call. They end in 2 weeks. I need to do this quickly. But damn, how embarrassing is that to tell someone I ain't got it? But who's to say that she won't work with me? that she won't offer. Maybe she'll sponsor me. I might be the chosen one, or maybe payment plans, or we just part ways and I move on and go find a different coach. But I get the game, the free game, and the knowledge from her. And I can sleep at night knowing that I did what I had to do. I did the thing to get to the thing, instead of being stuck in that one spot and never progressing. So it's lock-in season, summer 2025 and beyond. We're in it together. We're in it to win it. And we can still have fun in this process. But I really encourage you to lock in and get your mind right, get your internal right, get your money right, and everything else will fall into place. And get your relationship with God right. That's the biggest promise I can guarantee will work. It may not be comfortable. It may not feel like all peace at all times. But with God's favor, you could do anything. I'm telling you. When I was going through the most, it was God and me. That's it. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. It's your girl Lils. I'm glad I had something to say this week. Stay tuned. Vlogs coming soon, like out in the real world. Like we're going to start shifting into more out eating, exercising, exploring the city. I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone. And I'm launching my podcast. It's officially back, thekeyspodcast.com. So listen to The Keys podcast. I've dropped a couple warm-up episodes because I don't want to get into the thick of it and burn myself out too quickly like I did before. I want to move with intention. I want to move with purpose. I want to make sure I'm saying what I need to say. But it's going to be similar to these talking head videos that I do here. But now it's going to be fully produced on the podcast with ad reads. You know, the goal is to get sponsorships and partnerships and things of that nature. But I'm not worried about that right now. Right now, my focus is getting myself in order so I can make a greater impact on other people's lives. That's what's most important to me. And I trust and believe the money's going to find me like a magnet, because it's just a resource. It's not even my money. I have to shift my wording now to the money, because anytime I say it's my money, I become like a hoarder. I become stingy. I become like, I don't need to collect money. Like my investments are my investments, but all the other money has its role. And if you're behind on bills, just go pay the bills. You know, if there's an order, follow the order. Stay disciplined, lock in. We got this. It's your girl Lils. Woo! Life is a blessing. Talk soon.